Too much West Coast in my blood, got that cut off, go ghost in my blood, got that. Don't try, cause ain't no hole in my blood, got that. Ay.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Rap Money. I'm your host, Ambitious. And today, we got to talk about Lil Baby. We have to talk about Lil Baby. I just feel like Lil Baby thought that he thought he was going to hit the copy and paste infinite money glitch with rap music. I honestly feel like Lil Baby does not care about rap music. He don't care about hip hop culture, bars. The only thing that he's concerned with is making money out of it. And at some point you have to treat, what you're doing like a job. So I get it. I'm not mad at him for that part. But I just really don't like his zero interest in challenging himself, being creative, doing anything beyond the classic Lil Baby standard. I could almost at this point hear Lil Baby's verse and know what it's gonna sound like or what he's gonna talk about immediately. As soon as the beats, it's the same type of beats. They never change up. It's the same type of flow. And Lil Baby does have good music. It is good music, but the whole copy and paste and you can't just make the same song over and over and over again. And as an artist, a true artist, not just somebody who just is in it for the money, which I think Lil Baby is, just pretty much just in it for the money. I don't think Lil Baby looks at himself even as an artist. He just sees like, okay, this is a way that I'm going to get some money, change some people's lives, put some people in positions. And I ain't even mad at him for that. But I really just can't look at him the same or dive into his music as much as I used to, because just the fact that he's made it known that he don't care about this side of hip hop. He don't care about the lyrics and and all that stuff, the bars, the metaphors, or even things like that. And Lil Baby do got some a couple things like that. He has good flows. He says a lot, but I just be so over the whole same old thing, same old thing, same old thing, same old thing. I think Future is a good example of how you can establish a brand and something different that's really unique to you, but still kind of push your limits and have fun with it and see where you could take it as an artist. Lil Baby just seems like he's kind of just relaxing, enjoying life, and then when the label says, "Hey, we need another album," he just says, "Okay," goes back to the same type of beats, kind of gets into the it's like watering down the lyrics. He just gets into the booth, says basically what he was gonna say on the last song and the next song, and kind of wipes his hands with it and collects that check with no problem. And I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with it, but I just can't fuck with Lil Baby how he kind of treats the music as it's just a business. This isn't an art. This isn't like a form of expression. And I think him saying those things kind of takes away from the experience of listening to Lil Baby, because now it's like, okay, well, what do you look at me as? You just look at me as like a customer now. You just see me like somebody who's going to buy the same product from you every single time with minimal tweaks and changes, like the same features, everything. Literally just copy and pasting it. And it just shows like you don't even value the people who are actually listening to you. I had high hopes for Lil Baby. I thought he was going to be one of the next up. He was improving. He was getting better at writing, all this stuff. And we were kind of starting to see that little journey a little bit. But I think he ended up just getting too rich. And he just kind of was like, hey, I'm going to just let it be whatever it is. If I could just keep doing this and keep doing this, it's going to be like a business. And in a business, it does work. The liquor store, Lucky, Safeway, you don't expect them to have nothing crazy new or innovative. Like, you go there for the same products that that you're going to find there. But that doesn't work in art. The artist can't paint the same picture and sell out every time and sell more. There's nobody's gonna come to those shows, to the art shows. Nobody's gonna come and show up to see what's new and how you're, trying to elevate and challenge yourself and grow as an artist. And I think that's what we all like, is watching an artist grow and being with them through that journey. So I don't know. I just had to talk about Lil Baby. I don't know why. Just the last, especially with this whole Drake and Kendrick thing, how he's like, oh, I don't really entertain that side of hip hop, but that is hip hop. So what side are you on if that's hip hop and you don't entertain that side of hip hop? I'm confused. So let me know what y'all think about it in below. I'm gonna get just straight to the point on this one. Make sure y'all like, comment, make sure y'all subscribe. Rat Bunny, I'm ambitious.